Hey everybody, Duck Number 8 Wooden Railway here, and today we are going to review the last episodic DVD in the US, Christmas on Sodor. Christmas on Sodor is a DVD with 8 episodes. 5 of them are from season 21 and 3 are from season 20. And this is also the last episodic US DVD, unfortunately. Those US episodic DVDs were so great. We didn't need to end US home media, like, why? This was by Universal in 2017, told by Mark Morgan. Here is my copy. The front has a picture of Thomas, Terrence, Harold, and Sir Topham Hatt at the Christmas town hall for a Christmas party with the Christmas tree there. Harold is holding a tree in. I guess that's from like the scene in Daisy's Perfect Christmas. It's at the town hall. It has a yellow and white title here. Yellow for the word Christmas and white for the word on Sodor, except the second O for Sodor has Thomas's symbol on it. And up top is a red sign with white writing saying includes 8 episodes. The side has the Mattel logo up at the top. It's purple with that same title and that same Thomas portrait from the front. Your DVD logo is there, and a red Universal logo is down there at the bottom. And the back has a yellow sign up top saying Action Pack Festive Fun. Your blurb is right here, and I love this. I love this. I wish that every single episodic DVD had this, but here it actually lists the episodes that are on this release, and they haven't done that in a while. So, yep. This, I believe, this is basically like a ripoff, this picture, from the episode Terrence Breaks the Ice, at the scene when Terrence gets caught when the ice breaks on him and when Thomas has to rescue Terrence. So this back picture here it's basically a picture of Thomas rescuing Terrence on the frozen pond when the ice breaks for Terrence in Terrence Breaks the Ice. And here you have snapshots from the episodes Cautious Connor, Emily in the Middle, and Daisy's Perfect Christmas. Your bonus features are right here. Well, before I get to that, Connor from Cautious Connor, Toby from Emily in the Middle, and Rex from Daisy's Perfect Christmas. Your bonus features are right here, and your Universal licensing is down here at the bottom. And the episode list is right here. So, yep, that's great. The disc is a red with silver writing, and the episodes that are featured on this release are the 5 winter episodes from season 21. So basically, they are Terrence Breaks the Ice, Daisy's Perfect Christmas, Confused Coaches, Emily in the Middle, and The Big Freeze, which are the 5 winter episodes from season 21. And then 3 season 20 episodes, Cautious Connor, All in Vain, and Tit for Tat. Most of these are great episodes, and as we review them individually, we'll talk about them. So, starting off with Terrence Breaks the Ice, that is my favorite season 21 episode. I love how we have Terrence as the returning character. This is his best episode. This is the only lead role of Terrence in the CGI era, and it was a great episode. I especially love the scene when Thomas was rescuing Terrence from the frozen pond. I thought that it was a great episode. Thomas and Terrence's role in the episode was really, really great. I loved it. Therefore, that's why Terrence Breaks the Ice is my favorite season 21 episode. I love it, and I am so glad that Terrence Breaks the Ice was one of the season 20 episodes that ever made US home media, which I'll talk about that later on in the review. Daisy's Perfect Christmas. I like this episode too. I like Daisy's role in the episode. I thought that was really, really interesting. I thought that she, the most funny thing in the episode was when the trucks were singing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I thought that that was really, really funny. That made my head laugh. And overall, the episode Daisy's Perfect Christmas was another good episode of season 21. I loved it. Confused Coaches is another of my favorite season 21 episodes. I love this episode too. I love how it's a great New Year's episode. I love Gordon and Spencer's role in the episode. I love how they got confused, how Gordon talked about like numbers and stuff like that. I thought it was really interesting that they switched platforms and Thomas and Philip got them the wrong coaches. I thought that was really, really funny. But overall, Confused Coaches is another of my favorite season 21 episodes. I love Confused Coaches. Emily in the Middle is awful. I do not like this episode either. It's not my least favorite season 21 episode. That would be A Shed for Edward. But this episode, Emily in the Middle, it's just awful. Like, why are the twins, like, so bad in this episode? Like, they were much better in Love Me Tender, but here it's just... I don't like it. It's just awful. Their arguing is just so annoying. It is just, like... There's, like, nothing good about this episode other than the part when Toby had that snowy beard. But other than that, Emily in the Middle is awful. I do not like this episode. Moving on to the last winter season 21 episode that is on this release, The Big Freeze. The Big Freeze is also another of my favorite season 21 episodes. I love the whole freeze scene of the episode. I liked how I thought that it was really, really cool of how the diesels took over while all the steam engines were stuck in their sheds, except for Thomas, who didn't listen and he got stuck out in the snow. Therefore, The Big Freeze is another interesting episode, and I like The Big Freeze as well. So, yeah. And another thing that I'll mention about the Big Freeze is that pretty much the whole freeze scene of the episode was amazing, and I loved it. So, yep, therefore The Big Freeze is it's another of my favorite season 21 episodes. And those are all 5 of the season 21 episodes, the winter episodes, and the only 5 season 21 episodes that made US home media. And now let's talk about 3 season 20 episodes that are on this release, starting with Cautious Connor. Cautious Connor is one of my favorite season 20 episodes. I like Connor's role in the episode. I thought that it was really, really interesting to have him, like... First of all, this is also his last lead role. And second of all, I thought that his, like... When he wanted to be careful, I thought that was really, really... And, like, with Steven, I thought the Connor and Steven part was really interesting. And I like how we have, like, a remix of Eye of the Tiger, just like how in Over the Hill, there was a remix from Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, and I'm glad that this has it too. I thought that was really interesting. Therefore, Cautious Connor is amazing. Up next, we have All in Vain. All in Vain is another of my favorite season 20 episodes. I love All in Vain as well, and I like James's role in the episode. I like what he was trying to do, how he wanted to stay clean, but unfortunately he couldn't. Not even after he was repainted, because his paint wasn't dry in time, and the wind blew dust and leaves and twigs all over it. And I thought that James's role in the episode was interesting. So yep, All in Vain was another of my favorite season 20 episodes. But one of my most favorite season 20 episodes is Tit for Tat, an episode based off of the Railway series. I love Tit for Tat. In fact, I love all 3 of the Arsdale trilogy from season 20. I wish that Mike's Whistle and Useful Railway made US home media, because that would have been cool. And, like, plus, out of the Arsdale trilogy, why put only one of the 3 episodes on here, but never made the other 2 on here? Like, basically, that's kind of weird. I'll talk about that later on. But overall, it was a great Railway series. That's another thing that I liked about season 20. You have episodes that are based off of the Railway series, and I thought that was really, really, really amazing, because I love Tit for Tat. I love Bert's role in the episode, and just, like, it is a great episode, Tit for Tat, and, like, I am so glad that they did this for season 20. So basically what the thing is to say is that I know that it was the show was kind of getting bad in, like, 2017. Season 20 was basically 2016. I would have been fine if season 20 was the last that the show ever could deliver, because, like, after season 20, it was starting to get downhill, and season 20 was the best out of the Brenna era seasons. So therefore, to say is that season 20 was probably, like, the most epic season in, like, the Brenna era, because it had, like, a mix of Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure and The Adventure Begins put together. Many episodes of season 20 felt like classic series episodes. You have an Arsdale trilogy in the episode, the new characters from The Adventure Begins and Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, as well as the returning characters from Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, all have focus to them in season 20. So therefore, it's to say that and season 20 had 28 episodes, which is the longest season. Well, also season 10. So I'd say I would have been totally fine if season 20 was the last episode, well, the last season that the show has ever made, because it was going to get worse and worse after that. So, yep. Those are all the episodes. Now I'm going to talk about the reason why I have these characters here. So, Thomas is here because he's the main character in Terrence Breaks the Ice, and same with Terrence. And Thomas is also the main character in The Big Freeze. So, yep, that's why he's here. Daisy is here because she's the main character in Daisy's Perfect Christmas. Gordon and Spencer are here because they're the main characters in Confused Coaches. Donald and Douglas and Emily are here because they're the main characters in Emily in the Middle. Connor is here because he's the main character in Cautious Connor. James is here because he's the main character in All in Vain. And Bert is here because he's the main character in Tit for Tat. So, yep. That is everything that I have to say about the episodes. Now I'm going to give you my thoughts about this release. So, this is a great release. It is a great end to the US episodic DVDs. All of these episodes on here, minus Emily in the Middle, are good episodes. But a thing, why put 3 season 20 episodes on here? Because basically the thing is to say that, well, first of all, I want to talk about season 21 for a little bit. So basically about season 21. Season 21 had only 18 episodes. It was originally planned to have 26, but I think that they made only 18 the shortest season because Mattel got their rights to take over. And out of all 18 episodes that were released in season 21, only 5 of them were on US home media. The 5 winter episodes. Other than that, no. And that is, like, I mean, well, I know that season 20 was the best season of the Brenna era, but season 21 had some good episodes too, like Terrence Breaks the Ice, for example. I'm glad that we had Terrence return. And also, Balji made a return in Unscheduled Stops. The show even had its 500th episode, which was PA Problems. So therefore, season 21 had some good in it, but not as good as season 20. The show was originally supposed to end at season 20, but Mattel had other ideas. So, yep. But now, I know that this is a Christmas release, but why put 3 season 20 episodes that are not about Christmas on this release? That's kind of weird. But still, these three season 20 episodes are great episodes, especially Tit for Tat. So I'm at least happy that we still have them on US home media. I even love how this lists the episode on the back. Why didn't it have the engine roll? Why didn't it have that on like previous releases? Well, since Percy and the Bandstand. And why doesn't it use why doesn't it have like the engine roll call at the end, just only in the credits, but not like the actual engine roll call song itself? That's kind of weird. So I'm glad that we have 3 more season 20 episodes. 19 out of 28 episodes of season 20 are US home media. The UK has a DVD, Team Up with Thomas, which is the title of a season 12 US DVD that has 8 more episodes from season 20. So if we had that DVD in the US, the only episode that would never be released on US home media would have been Bradford the Brake Van. The only season 21 episodes, like I mentioned earlier, are the 5 winter episodes on here. In the UK, they had 2 DVDs called On the Glow with Thomas and Danger at the Docks, and that has the rest of the season 21 episodes. So, yep, this is pretty much everything that I have to say about Christmas on Sodor. A great end to the US episodic home media. I will miss those US episodic DVDs, and thank you for watching this review to Christmas on Sodor, and stay tuned for Big World, Big Adventures.